Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jessica and today I want to take you along as I renovate this Pottery Barn play kitchen. So let me take you on a tour of the kitchen, but first, if this is the first video of mine you're watching, welcome. My name's Jessica and I make videos about being a mom and being a frugal mom, basically how to get really nice things without spending a fortune. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd love it if you'd join me and hit the subscribe button down below. Okay, back to the kitchen. So this play kitchen is an older model, and originally it cost something like $500. Today, the three-piece set Pottery Barn is selling costs over $1,000. It's beautiful, but that's a lot. I spent $80 purchasing and redoing this set, which I think is a great deal. I'll do a full cost breakdown at the end of this video, but everything I purchased is linked down below in the description. I bought this kitchen on Facebook Marketplace for a total of $45. I drove about an hour away to get it, and as you've seen, it's in pretty rough shape. The plexiglass on the oven is cracked, for example, and there are marks in places. Still, I think this was a great deal. The first thing I did was start removing these stickers to get it ready for washing and spray painting. This scraper tool I will link down below. It's great if you're buying used kid stuff. There always seems to be clear tape or stickers on it, and this peels them right off, so it's great to have around. Also great for opening packages. And after that, I got to cleaning.
Okay guys, so already I've made my first mistake, and that's this. This kitchen is not what I thought, all straight wood. This is in pieces what's called MDF, which I think stands for medium density fiberboard, but in short, when it gets wet, really wet, it can expand, and so now I've got some cracking along these corners where water got in. So, oops. I suggest you check the materials. It's not too bad. I think it'll be okay with paint, but if I were to do this again, I definitely would not wash it with a hose. So lesson learned there.
The next thing I did was remove these handles from the refrigerator and from the oven. They're just stuck in with glue and some dowels, so they weren't that hard to pull off. And I filled the little holes that were left with some dowels that I had on hand. You could also use spackle or wood filler. After that, I took off the doors so I wouldn't get paint on the hinges, and I used white Rustoleum spray paint to paint the whole kitchen. I love this stuff, and I use it all the time to give secondhand kids things a little refresh. I've painted kids' tables and chairs and step stools and even a bookcase with it. I keep a couple of cans of it on hand at all times, and it's linked down below if you want to try it too. Just be sure you're wearing a respirator mask. The one I use is also linked down below.
Okay, so I'm back in my garage and I'm going to fix the front of the oven. We had cut this piece to fit after removing the old piece, which was cracked. So right now I'm just going to take the backing off this, and I found this actually in the trash on trash day, so glad I kept it around.
I just used some Gorilla Glue to attach the plexiglass to the back of the door, and voila, like new. After that dried, I reassembled everything and I put on these new black handles, which I think are so classic and on trend. A pack of 5 of these cost about $15 on Amazon, so I used 2 here and I have 3 left for other projects. I also popped off and then repainted all the pieces of the stove that were chipping. And again, I used the Rustoleum spray paint, this time just in a glossy black.
So I'm currently at work on this, and I think the dial here really needs to be painted black. That wasn't something I had initially planned to do, but sometimes plans change.
So to get some really crisp lines here, I just taped off the knob with some blue painter's tape. And then I used some plastic bags to cover the remainder of the area to make sure I didn't overspray. And then I sprayed the knob with some of the black Rustoleum spray paint. One of the last things I did was replace the faucet. I just wanted something a little bit more realistic than the wood faucet that came originally on the kitchen. So I ordered this faucet off Amazon. It's a drinking water or filtered water faucet, so it's really small sized, perfect for a kid's kitchen. The very last thing I did was use this black and white fabric to make a little curtain. And I actually didn't pay anything for this. One of my neighbors was giving away this fabric on my local Buy Nothing group, and another neighbor just hemmed it to the right length for me, so that was really amazing and so kind. I'm really grateful for that because I think it just ties the kitchen together and it also hides some of the clutter. Before I show you the full reveal, this is just a reminder of what the original kitchen looked like. It had been very loved and played with hard. And this is the redone version. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and I think we'll get a lot of years of play out of it. I did promise a full breakdown of costs, so I'm going to do that while I take you on a little tour of how I have this all organized. So the kitchen itself cost me $45. It came with some play food as well as some pots and pans. As you can see, I already had a ton of play food, so I sold the extra myself on Facebook Marketplace for $10, which meant that the kitchen actually cost me $35. I spent another $25 on black and white spray paint. The handles for the refrigerator and the oven cost me $3 each, or $6 total, and the faucet cost me $12. I also used Gorilla Glue and blue painter's tape, but I already had those on hand, and because I found the plexiglass in the trash, I paid nothing for that. Again, if you're looking for any of these things or the play food or accessories that you're seeing, I've linked those down below. But in total, I spent $78, and when we're done with it, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to sell it for at least that and get my money back. So that is how I will spend $0 on this kitchen.
So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button down below, and comment down below if you've made over your own kitchen, what worked well, what didn't work well. I'd love to hear from you. This is certainly a labor of love for me, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Thanks so much for being along for the ride, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!